Hi, this is Connie Giordano with Walking in Truth Ministry. Join me now as I deliver this stirring message from God's holy word. William Burkitt, in his expository notes, made this statement: "Oh, how narrow, short, and poor are our prayers compared with the power of God." Let me ask you a few questions. Compared with the power of God, how would you describe your prayers? Are they indeed narrow, short, and poor? Charles Spurgeon said, "Those who expect most from God are likely to receive the most. You may easily over-expect a creature, but you cannot over-expect God." Let me ask you, how much are you receiving from God? How much do you expect from Him when you pray? The preacher's homiletic commentary added this thought: if we would have great things, we must want them terribly. How badly do you want to receive great things from God? From these quotes, we see that prayer depends much on expectation and expression. It depends on expecting most from God and then wanting them terribly. In this message, we will see that prayer also initially depends on having a right perspective of God. In Psalm 81:10, the Lord said to his people, "I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it." In this verse, the Lord introduced himself as Jehovah, the self-existent, independent, and eternal God. He said, "I am the Lord thy God. By your own consent, I am your God. I am in covenant with you. I am to be worshiped and honored by you. No other God is to be recognized by you. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. I brought you out of grievous slavery into glorious liberty by my strong hand and stretched out arm. I performed a work which none but God could perform. I showed you my great strength and mighty power. I showed you that I am God." With that in mind, I tell you that I can amply supply all your needs. You need not ever go to other gods as if there were any deficiency in my power or resources. I am the Lord thy God. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. All your needs I can meet. Ask what you will. Ask largely. Ask great things. Remember my greatness and goodness in bringing you out of Egypt. Consequently, exercise a great expectancy. Don't ask trifles. Don't settle for little. I can do more than you ask. Many of my people's receptive power has its development hindered by worldliness or negligence. As a result, their spiritual desires are narrower than they ought to be. Are yours? In Psalm 81:10, the Lord is saying to you, "Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it." The preacher's homiletic commentary said, "With men ask little and expect less. With God ask much and expect more. In Ephesians 3:20, the Lord describes himself in this way so as to stir up your expectation. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. He has proven his gracious power to you by bringing you out of Egypt, out of spiritual bondage to Satan and sin. Now he who is able to do abundantly for you, exceeding abundantly above what you ask or think, is saying to you, open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. Ask largely, ask great things, exercise a great expectancy. You have my promise on it. I will fill it. I am the Lord thy God. I brought you out of Egypt. Is anything too hard for the Lord?